What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
Ammo.
podcast, episode 98, Takeover Wednesdays. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night, whether you're at home, whether you're at work, whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a good night. We got a special guest. We're going to introduce him after the intro. Got a lot of things to talk about. Crawford versus Israil Madrimov, with top 10 Madden ratings of the running backs, Summerslam predictions, and fantasy football top 10 wide receivers. So without further ado, let's get to it. And we are back, Cris and Maul podcast, episode 98, Takeover Wednesday. Maul, what is going on?
Not much, bro. Excited for this episode. Got a good friend of mine here. I know we're about to introduce him here in a second, man. So pretty excited about the show. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce it. You brought the guest on.
Yeah, man. So we got the Vegas living legend, Mr. DJ Technicolor, aka my good homie Morgan, man. How you doing, brother? How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. How are y'all doing?
Oh man, we can't complain.
Good, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you taking your time off, man. I know you got a busy schedule and stuff like that, man, to come on and do this interview and support the show, man. So I appreciate that.
No doubt. Always good to talk shop and talk sports, so I'm ready.
No doubt. So to get started off, man, just kind of tell the people, man, like kind of your background, man, how you where you came from, background, all that stuff.
Yeah, so pretty much born and raised in Vegas, on the east side of town. So I know a lot of folks know about the east side. So grew up in a diverse background, playing basketball, football with the homies my whole life. Got into music, got into filmmaking. So just DJing, marketing, filmmaking. I get to do all that at my job at Mac Agency. So can't complain. It's fun stuff and work with a great team and work with great people and get to play at some dope venues throughout the valley. And yeah, so I'm out here, staying out here. Vegas local.
For sure. What gave you the DJ bug? What made you say, yo, this is what I want to do?
So I used to, go out, turn 21, go downtown. Back when Vegas had one bar downtown, which was Beauty Bar. So I'd kind of listen to DJs and be like, I could do that. Or like, oh, I don't know if I would have played that song. So went on Craigslist, bought some turntables, bought some vinyl, and just kept going and, got to do some really fun things in my DJ career. And then that led to filmmaking. Then now I get to do both of them together. That's why the name Technicolor, because I went to film school. I love film. Technicolor, it all kind of works together.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you how you got your name. Like kind of tell us, like, I know, being a DJ, man, you have some good and bad that come with it in the industry, man. Kind of give us some kind of like situations or, kind of things that DJs kind of go through on a day-to-day basis.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I could speak to Alibi, playing there, about that spot. Well, thing about DJing is you can never please everybody. So I learned that a long time ago, because you're in a room of people, you're going to play a certain genre. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. You're just never going to make everybody happy. So just got to learn how to deal with requests, learn how to read the room, which got me into marketing. Like a DJ kind of has to look at the target market and say, okay, you're going to like this song. Oh, you walked in, I'm going to play this Beyonce song. You're going to go off. Or it kind of gets you to kind of look at people and kind of think, what do they want? And how can I give it to them? So it's kind of fun playing matchmaker with music and, looking at a typical audience and trying to figure out what'll make them dance. It's like a fun challenge every night.
For sure. Now you're with the Mac agency. You work with Eddie. How was he an impact in your career?
Oh, definitely a lot, because he brought me in as a DJ. I've been DJing in Vegas for a while. He brought me in as a DJ. Before I got to work with Mac agency, I used to manage the Jabberwocky show, worked closely with them. COVID happened, layoffs happened. So then I kind of was like reimagining, okay, kind of restart everything. COVID just happened. I was working with my homie Omar, like just, we go hiking during COVID. And he's like, I need to bring you on for Mac agency for marketing because you're the DJ with us. Then from there, it's just kind of like blowing up. Like Eddie started working with Anderson .Paak, going on the road with him. Then just the company's just kind of like got a bigger and bigger footprint, bigger brand recognition. And I get to like capture all the brand, film, video, writing, web, everything. So it's fun building the brand with like talented artists that align with what I'm into musically and are just dope people. So yeah, it's been great, man. Shout out to Eddie.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Eddie, man. I know you've been doing the DJ thing for a while, bro. So I kind of want to get your temperature on, man. What do you kind of see where DJ is going to go into the future, man? I know it's been kind of more of a digital thing, with Apple Music, Spotify, stuff like that. I know you guys have been kind of getting more to vinyl play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of stores getting away from physical copies and more going into the digital sense. Where do you kind of see the future of DJing, going next like 10, 20 years?
I think AI is getting better. I think people could definitely hire or like have an AI playlist, start, doing smaller events, smaller gatherings like your party or whatnot. But you can never take away from like the energy of having an in-person DJ, because they can adapt on the fly. They can, kind of do some things that computers can't with like their trick mixing, scratching, just doing like, you need that human kind of element to it. And AI can never do that, but it's going to be more prevalent for sure. Then even back with the vinyl stuff, a lot of DJs, with just vinyl's kind of taken off. A lot of record labels see that they can have physical sales again with vinyl. Taylor Swift is an example, doing all these special editions. All her fans are going to buy it. So vinyl is just like, it's hot right now. So DJs are getting back into the essence of like playing vinyl. Like I'm DJing Vinyl Wax Rabbit, and it's so fun. Like just playing my personal collection. It means a lot more because I had to shop for that record instead of download it. So it's great kind of sharing those tracks that I like instead of playing like an edit that I downloaded from like a DJ record pool or something like that.
No doubt.
Now you said you're into filmmaking too.
Yeah.
How, I know you do photography too. How did you transition from DJing to going into filmmaking and photography?
Yeah, I've always been into film for like the longest time. My grandpa actually was a Academy Award-winning choreographer back in like the 30s. So I never met him, but he was like doing, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers musicals. So I was always just like fascinated by film. My dad went to film school but never finished. So I was always fascinated by it. So while I was DJing myself through college, I was going to film school. And, after I graduated film school, I was trying to figure out my next step. I was working food and beverage, trying to get out of that. So then I got into the entertainment industry through Jabberwockies because of my DJing, because they knew I was kind of like a participant in the art form. So DJing's kind of been a gateway for me to get into other realms and help me get better at other realms. But I can still, I can do videos about DJing, and it's dope being able to like have two skills that are separate, but I can kind of merge them into one.
No, that's dope. That's dope. I know me and you kind of talked about it, when you kind of first started doing photography. I know I had this like modeling gig.
Yeah.
Cris be probably a little bit surprised I said that. As a little like runway modeling thing that you kind of took pictures of, and you kind of crack jokes that you took some terrible photos. I didn't think they were too bad, but
I did.
To get into your photo taking and stuff like that. Well, I know you've taken a lot of photos, with different, events that you've been covering, stuff like that. What are some of your favorite photos that you have taken so far, since you converted to do more of the photography?
Yeah. So onto your fashion show gig, that was a dope gig, but it's just like I was so new to photography because I was always into filmmaking, so photography was kind of a different medium. So the way I do things, I just kind of suck at everything for a while, so I get mediocre at it. So then, like right now, I feel like I'm decent, but like there's people that are way better than me. But like I'm always just learning and growing. I'm always just trying to get better. But like I'm not scared to kind of suck at something or be the entry level or be the bottom, because it's all good, man. Got to start somewhere. So in regards to like photos, I did this one picture of like Anderson .Paak and Flavor Flav. It was like this random moment on the record in the vinyl room, and it was just a dope moment, like just capturing like them both in the booth, like running into each other, and it was like a super happy moment. That was a really good one I captured. I loved a lot. Let me think. You actually got a really good picture of Usher when he came with me that one night on the record. Jamal came with me and took some pics, and he got a really fire picture of Usher that I took credit for.
Hey man, anything to give my boy some shine, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was too good, I appreciate it though.
Nah, you got the eye for it. So that was a really good one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other ones. I got a few pictures of Mayor Hawthorne DJing in San Diego that were really cool, kind of really vibey. So it's more about like the experience of the event. Like I think Leon Bridges. I'm really happy with the Leon Bridges pictures. I got to take some pictures at the Leon Bridges concert. My boy Nick opened up, and that was dope, man. I'm really proud of those pics. They came out pretty good.
All right, for sure. With the filmmaking, what is your ultimate goal? Like, what heights do you want to get to with the filmmaking?
I think I like to do the screenwriting aspect the most. So screenwriting is what I'm probably the best at. I got to keep on my writing tips. Sometimes I just kind of fall off. I got to keep on that. I want to get out of like being the one holding the camera, more maybe on top of like the creative aspect of it, doing music videos, music video treatments, feature filmmaking, even documentaries. So just trying to just get better at all sorts of it. But I'd love to have the camera in the hands of people that are better than me, and just kind of have my ideas be the ones that are kind of like that they can kind of interpret it to their talent with cameras and whatnot.
Do you have any like inspirations as far as like other photographers and stuff like that?
Photographers, there's a lot of really dope ones. My boy Israil does a lot of Anderson's pics. He's really good. There's a local photographer named Lotus Michelle. She's really good. Lotus Valentine, but her name's Michelle. She does really dope portrait work. Like filmmakers, like I'm into like a lot of classic films, like Akira Kurosawa is one of my favorite directors. Jean-Luc Godard. Just like nerdy, pretentious film school stuff, but I still like going to movies with my boy Jamal, catching some new stuff too.
Oh yeah. We might be cheking out that Deadpool this weekend for sure.
I'm with it. I'm with
it. Yeah, no doubt. Kind of getting back into the music thing. Like what kind of are there any new artists that have kind of caught your ear, or current albums that came out that kind of like that you really appreciate? I know me and Cris have kind of talked about it. Like, we believe like last year, especially in hip hop, it was kind of like a little slow for our taste. There weren't really too many albums that were really great in our eyes. I think this year has been a lot better. Obviously we had the whole Drake Kendrick thing and stuff like that. What's kind of your whole opinion on as far as like newer artists that are out that you kind of like, albums that came out this year or even last year that you appreciated a lot?
It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot harder to like kind of like sift through all the noise to find dope music. Like I find myself kind of going further back, honestly, like more 70s, 80s kind of things like that. Like newer, I'm trying to think anything newer that's caught my ear, because it's more like liking songs instead of listening to albums. Like the way I've kind of consumed music has changed just with the way Spotify is. I like the new Justice album. Justice is pretty dope. Hip hop isn't like, I don't know. It's not hitting like it used to, especially as a DJ. Like when I'm playing clubs, like people want to hear the classics, the bangers, the Lil Jon, the Usher, This Is How We Do It. Like the new songs don't bang. They don't hit, like you think they would in the club. They don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I know you're a 49ers fan. Just to switch up to the
Yeah,
football ball.
that hat hurts. I feel, yep. Mm-hmm. It hurts. But yeah,
My
feel
bad,
you.
man. I ain't trying to glow to that, man. It
Hey,
was nothing like
nah, I know
that.
you're a Chiefs fan. It's all good, bro. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. But this year, it's a new year. What is your overall look at
Yeah.
the team? How are you feeling about the 49ers? Your chances of getting back to that Super Bowl and trying to capture one?
I'm nervous, man. Those contract holdouts are the Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk, especially Trent Williams is making me real nervous. So we'll see how the team, stays together. We'll see how healthy people can be. McCaffrey's always scary with his injury history. So if we can stay healthy, I think we got a shot for sure in the NFC because I'm not really scared of anybody in the NFC. But like the AFC is a little more, scary. Like seeing the Chiefs, someone like that in the Super Bowl, Mahomes. That dude's magic. So, man, I'm sorry, Jamal. You're my guy and all, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Raiders this year, my guy.
Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I live out here, but I don't know, man.
Hey, man, we're gonna surprise some people. We're gonna surprise some people, man. Trust.
Your division got worse, though. I don't know what the Chargers are doing, but your division got worse. So you definitely have some opportunities.
No, it did. Like, I'm not really a big believer in what Denver got going on. I know I've been hearing some kind of reports about, people are kind of like hyping up Bo Nix.
Don't know why.
Excuse me. I get it. Homie's been in college football for like 13 years, so he should be great out the gate. But I think that defense is going to be pretty weak. I think the Chargers will eventually become great because I'm a big believer in Harbaugh. Like he has a proven track record. So that's something that we're just going to have to deal with, I think. But I think that's going to be like a 2-3 year down the line type of thing with that. I've heard great things about Lab McConkey and, Justin Herbert, he has the talent. So we got to see if Harbaugh can kind of reel it in and, beef up that O-line, beef up that running game and stuff like that. So it should be interesting.
Who's he going? Who's he going to throw it to? Who's Herbert going to throw it to?
Well, Lad McConkey is the wide receiver from Georgia. You know what I mean? He's been cooking Derwin James to look like the couple videos I've seen. So we got to see. I think it's going to be a process. I think obviously we gotta defeat Kermit the Frog over here, you know what I mean, in our division. All respect, man. Patrick Mahomes is the guy that we got to go beat. Every team. So teams got to like just go in this whole no fear mode, man. I think me personally, from what I saw in the playoffs last year, especially in the AFC, I felt like a lot of teams were playing not to lose. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what the fear is with some of these teams, like the Bills, the Ravens. Like they weren't the teams that we thought that they were. They were a completely different team before they got to the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, especially like Ravens, man. The Ravens were one of the most dominating teams in the NFL last year. And then we expected great things from them in the playoffs. They played well in the first playoff game that they had against the Texans. And then when it came to the Chiefs, it was like they decided not to run the ball no more. They wanted to be like, the Rams of like old and 01 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of crazy, but we'll see, man.
Yeah.
It got to go through Kansas City. I hate that whole Chiefs invitation and stuff, but they
their defense is good, man. That's what's crazy. Their defense is what got them like last year. I was like, man,
I was pretty shocked. Cris can talk about it more than me, but I was pretty shocked about. I don't know how shocked he was as far as like. I don't know if he expected that defense. I don't know. You can answer the question. Did you expect your defense to play the way that it did to that top?
I'm gonna be on, and I'm being. I thought we were going to be top 10. I did think we was going to be top 10.
I respect that.
Yeah, I didn't think we was going to be like 1, 2, or like 1 or 2. Like we was like top 3, like in the league with our defense. But I thought we was going to be top 10 because I just thought that our guys were going to be some of the Trent McDuffie's, Brian Cooks, all those guys were going to be in like their third year now, second year. So I thought they were going to be better. They just went through a Super Bowl in their rookie season, so they're going to be better this year or than last year. And then, Chris Jones, that was the only thing that scared me was the Chris Jones thing because he didn't show up yet. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? But once he showed up, I was just like, all right. And then we got Charles Omenihu, I like what he did with you guys in San Francisco. So I was just like, that's an added pass rusher to our team. So I thought we were gonna be top 10. I didn't think we was gonna be in top like 5.
Nah, yeah, I think at the end of the year, you guys probably had the best defense, like clear cut. You know what I mean? Like it was pretty surprising. But back to your Niners, man. We know eventually you guys are gonna have to make a decision between Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. So right here, right now, give us your choice. Who are you taking and who are you getting rid of?
Oh man, I'll probably keep Debo, man.
Okay.
I'll probably keep, because you could do more with him, and like Brandon Ayuk is like our fourth option. We'll see how he is as a number one. Like he wants to get paid like a number one, but he's not a number one. He's not a top 10 receiver in the league to me. So he's dope, but we'll see how he does it somewhere else where you don't have Christian McCaffrey, you don't have George Kittle, and the blocking that they have too. So we'll see.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta respect that. Yeah.
Last question: what's your thoughts on Brock Purdy?
I like him. I think he's a little bit better than a game manager, but I believe in him. I think he got that. He's not going to shrink when it gets big. I think he's a winner. I don't think he has the greatest arm talent in the world, but he gets the ball where it needs to be. So I got faith in him. But hey, better than Jimmy G, right, Jamal?
100%. Like you ain't getting no, you ain't getting no defense from me on no Jimmy G, man. So you willing to pay? You willing to pay my man the money? You willing to give him like some Tua contract? You be down for that?
Yeah, I'm giving him a Tua contract. Wait it out a little bit. Get that rookie deal going still, but that's when you can win, man. You got that rookie deal going.
You see that? He like
franchise tag.
At 53 million is like, baby.
Yeah. I feel you.
For
sure. Well, all right, fellas, man. Let's switch to boxing, man. Let's get to these topics, man. Let's switch to boxing. It's a big fight card this week, man. Terance Crawford, Israil Madrimov. I think that's how you say his name. Sorry if I butchered your name, sir. But it is what it is. Let me pull up this card. What's this? That's not it. Here it is. All right, man. So we got Pitbull Isaac Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. I think that's how you say his name.
Valenzuela.
Andy Ruiz versus Jerome Big Baby Miller. You got Martin Bacole versus Jared Anderson. David Morrell. I'm not even going to try to say that name. And then Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. And then, of course, the main event, Crawford and Mars Bro. What are you guys thinking about this card, man?
I think this is an amazing card. Shout out to the Prince over there for setting this card up, man. Usually with boxing, man, you really don't get like these kind of UFC style cards where you got a lot of well-known names on the card. Shout out to all these boxers that were willing to be a part of this card. David Morrell, we talked highly about him. I'm really big on David Morrell. I think this is going to be a big showing for him. I expect great things from him. The Jared Anderson fight, I'm very curious, especially the last couple performances that we've seen from Jared Anderson. I know you said you kind of have like a big tease about this card that you want to make, so I'll let you make that. I have a feeling it's probably with that fight. I could be wrong. I don't know. But, it's not. Okay. Well, shout out to that. So I'm very curious to see how Jared Anderson responds, especially after his last fight. People aren't really too promising about that. The Andy Ruiz Jarrell Miller fight, I think is really interesting. Andy Ruiz, he came and he beat Anthony Joshua. I think he has a chance in that fight for sure. The Isaac Cruz Valenzuela fight, obviously I think that's gonna be an action-packed fight. So I expect big things from that. And my boy Crawford, man. I think my man gonna put on a big showing. He really wants that Canelo fight. That's the fight he really wants. He wants that big payday. That's the biggest fight you probably can make right now. Is that Crawford Canelo fight, especially if Crawford puts on another great showing like he did against Errol Spence Jr. So I'm really hyped about this card. I'm really debating whether I'm gonna be in on Saturday or not because of this. So yeah, man. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm this is probably one of the most hype cards I've been anticipating for the last couple months.
How you feeling, Morgan? How you feeling?
I like Terance Crawford, man. I just don't think anybody's beating that dude. Canelo maybe, but it depends on the weight. But Crawford's that dude. I think he's the best in the world, so he's gonna put on a show. It's gonna be a hype card for sure, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let me go ahead and get into my stuff real quick.
Yeah, man. Let's hear this, bro. I'm kind of curious to hear what you
now. Andy Cruz, he is the Cuban fighter who won the I think he won the Olympic gold medal. They've been hyping. You know, I know Eddie Hearns has been really hyping that dude up. I expect him to do his thing, man, and show that he's an up and coming prospect. David Morrell can earn a lot. He's moving up because he's chasing just as much as Benavidez was chasing Canelo. David Morrell is chasing Benavidez. He didn't move up to 175. This is his first fight at 175. If he beats this dude up, he can make a case for saying, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight. Canelo don't want to fight you. I'm right here, player." You know what I'm saying? He been asking for it. Now, Jared Anderson, this is a step up. Martin Bukole is not no slouch. This is a big test for Jared Anderson. If he goes in there and has a good showing, he's going to be the next heavyweight superstar. I'm saying it right now. He will be the next. He possibly can get an Andy Ruiz next. If if Andy wins his next fight, and Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Miller, I got Andy Ruiz winning this fight. Just Miller, if he ain't steroid up, he ain't no good. So I don't trust him. So I got Andy Ruiz. I don't. Now the moment of truth. Let me tell you something about it. Look, I know everybody like Isaac Cruz because he quote unquote reminds you of Mike Tyson, the way he puts his fist up. But all my man does is throw a bunch of haymakers. I think he's overrated. Personally, I think he's overrated. I think because Tank didn't knock him out, because he broke his hand, and he had to actually move around and box on him. This is back when he was with Floyd Mayweather still. Tank Davis. Pitbull, the legend of Pitbull was made from that fight. And ever since then, he's been a big disappointment. He was on that Errol Spence and Terance Crawford card, and he fought I forgot the dude's name, but he fought horrible. It was a terrible fight. The only reason why he won is because dude was running the whole fight. But all he did was throw a bunch of haymakers, and Rolly sucks. We all know that. You know that, Maul. Rolly is terrible. So
yeah, he's trash.
We knew Pitbull was gonna knock him out. So I got my man Jose beating Pitbull Cruz, and we gonna finally see this man is over it. Now, if he showed me something, I give him. I apologize and I give him a hand clap. But I got Pitbull Cruz losing this fight. Okay. And then Crawford gonna start slow because my man Israil, he's not a slouch. This is a move up to 154. So this is going to be he's gonna take some time. We all know that Crawford, he starts slow. He's a slow starter because he wants to feel the dude power. He wants to, feel his, his timing and everything. So I say, Crawford gets him out of there like 8th, 9th round. You know what I'm saying? So but it's gonna be a dope card. I'm excited. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. I don't know if you guys play Madden. Well, I know you do, Maul. Well, kind of. You have a love-hate relationship with Madden.
Do
I saw those ratings, though, so I definitely got some stuff to say about those ratings.
So, let's pull up these ratings real quick. This is the running back rating. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Why the hell is Derrick Henry? Why is Derrick Henry number 3?
I do not know, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know. I
Why
don't
is
even know
Joe
why
Mixon
Joe
at
Mixon
5?
number
Why
5.
is Joe
I
Mixon
don't
at 5?
know, bro. I don't know, bro.
I'm questioning Kenneth Walker at 8. Like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, Kenneth Walker at 8. I'm not mad at his rating though. 88. I'm not mad at it. Kenneth Walker is cool. He just has a
He's a
issue.
good running back, but
He
geez,
is.
like, come on, man. What are we doing here?
There's some names missing for sure. There's some names missing.
Nick Chubb
Like-
being 9. I would expect Nick Chubb to probably be a little lower, especially him coming off
injury. I get it. He's coming off an injury.
He's a great running back. We just got to see. Number 2, I would probably have Saquon probably number 2.
Yeah,
honestly. Derek, I would have Derrick Henry in my top 10. I would have in my lower top 10 though.
Yeah.
I thought Isaiah Pacheco would be a little bit higher. I would probably have, like, I'm surprised there's no Gibbs. I'm surprised there's no Brian Bijan Robinson. I'm surprised there's no Bijan Robinson.
Jonathan Taylor.
I'm surprised there's no Jonathan Taylor.
I think they got him like an 84 this year.
That's insane. Like, I know
Bijan's like an 82.
Bijan should be way higher, dog. Come on, man. Like Gibbs from Jahmyr Gibbs from the Lions should be top 10. He's easily a top 10 running back.
Agreed.
Like, look, I think Alvin Kamara should probably still be top 10. I'm not saying he's gonna stay there, but like I know he has his injury problems. But I would have Alvin Kamara higher than Joe Mixon, though.
Yeah, for real. Joe Mixon at number 5.
That's insane, bro. He's not
91. They must be judging this off of like he's in the Texans, so they think he's gonna like have just a great year.
Nope. I have both running backs from the Texans last year on my fantasy team. They were both terrible. Not going to be a good year.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. I'm not mad at Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs.
I'm not mad at him either.
I think Josh Jacobs could easily be a 90.
Yeah.
I know he didn't have the best of years last year, but he's better than. Like, look, when Josh Jacobs is healthy, I think he's a top 4, top 5 running back, easy. Yeah. I think he really is.
Yeah.
Like, Nick Chubb should definitely be top 5. I'm not going to take him all the way out. He is having knee injuries, so if it was me, I'll probably have. You would definitely have to have Christian McCaffrey number 1. I think that's easy.
Yeah, of course.
I would probably have Saquon 2.
Mm-hmm.
I would, and then you know who else is missing that I'm really mad about? Kyren Williams from the Los Angeles Rams. He was one of the best.
Williams, yeah, I agree.
Kyren Williams was one of the best running backs. He should be 5. He should be top 5. I think. I'm not mad. I agree. I would keep Travis Etienne at 6. I'm not mad. I would keep Josh Jacobs at 7. I would definitely add Gibbs in there. I'll definitely add Bijan Robinson in there. I would have Isaiah Pacheco higher. I'll probably have him around the Travis Etienne Jr., Josh Jacobs range. I think he's more of that tier for me. Kenneth Walker, got to go. Aaron Jones, he used to be top 5, but he's older now. I could see maybe the motivation factor for Aaron Jones. He's going to be on Minnesota. He's going to get a lot of touches, I think, with that offense, especially if they don't know about the quarterback situation with Sam Darnold. JJ McCarthy looks terrible in training camp like I thought he would. I still don't understand that draft pick, but this top 10 running back list is trash. I'm sorry, it is.
And this is all why Madden is a terrible game.
Yeah. Well, you gotta talk to your boy Chad Ochocinco. He the one helping these ratings, dog. This is crazy.
He needs to be fired.
Are y'all getting mad? Are y'all getting mad this year? What, I don't know if y'all saw any of the deep dive play and all that. I don't know.
The deep dive looks it's interesting, but I'm gonna wait till you get it and then tell me about it.
Why do you gotta wait for me to get it?
Because you're the guinea pig. You're the Madden guinea pig.
I'll do the EA Play 10 free hour thing and see if I like it. I'll say this: if it plays anything like college football, I'm in. I'm digging college football. I'm getting better at that. Yo, if you play with Ohio State, Oregon, Bama, or Georgia, I hate your guts. I really do hate your guts. I can't stand y'all. I'm tired of playing them same 4 funky ass teams. I'm tired of it. Surprisingly, I have not played a Texas team yet. I have not played anybody who's chosen Texas, which I'm pretty shocked at. But Georgia, Bama, and Ohio State, good Lord, and Oregon, I do not want to see y'all ever again, ever.
Hey man, they want to win.
What about you, Morgan? Yo, I know you're not talking. You're the same guy who decided to quit in your dynasty.
You damn right I quit, and I'm proud of it. Damn it.
You are terrible, my guy. You are terrible. Are you gonna get Madden this year, Morgan? Are you? I know you haven't played probably in a while.
I think the last Madden I had, Marshall Faulk was on the cover of it, so I'm gonna go with a nah. Not the biggest fan of Madden anymore, but
good man.
Yeah. You got strong willpower. Save your bread.
I like NFL 2K. I liked NFL 2K on the Dreamcast. That was with Randy Moss on the cover. Those are good memories right there.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree.
I'm with you. All right, man. Let's do our better surefire picks, man.
Yeah, let's do it. I got a quick one. Let me see if I can get it real quick. So I got Terance Crawford round 8 with the win. That's a plus 1100. I got USA men's soccer money line over Morocco. That's plus 205. And then I got Germany in the Olympic basketball. I got money line over France. I think they're gonna win that game for sure.
Ooh.
I got the Royals winning tomorrow against the Detroit Tigers. I'm gonna go with Andy Ruiz with a KO.
Okay.
On Jarrell Miller, and I'm going Jose with a decision win over Isaac Cruz.
Okay, cool.
So go win y'all some money. Go to our Twitter page and our YouTube page. If you look at the link, the Betters app, this is the first time users only. You sign up, you put a minimum of $100 in there, put in the promo code JOIN125, you get 125% sign up bonus. That's 3 risk-free bets, 10% gamblers insurance, because they got other things on the website that you can do. You can gamble, you can do all kinds of stuff on there. So go on the Betters, man, and win you some money.
No doubt.
All right, man. I don't know, it's a wrestling card this weekend too. SummerSlam is this weekend on Saturday, man. Same time as the Crawford fight. So I might probably have my phone and the TV on watching both. Because they decided
let us know let us know what's gonna happen, bro. Let us know the show field.
So pull this card up.
The last time you watched wrestling, Morgan?
At my girlfriend's friend's house because her son's into it, so I saw a little bit of that.
Okay.
But not since the Attitude Era was I into it. Yeah.
For sure. Now this is the card for SummerSlam. We got Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. People don't know. Braun Breaker is the son of Rick Steiner. Dude is a beast. I think Sami Zayn is going to lose the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn beat him at Money in the Bank, surprisingly. But I think Braun Breaker get his lick back, and he will be the new IC champion. I think next fight will be LA Knight and Logan Paul. I think LA Knight finally gets his title that he deserves, a U.S. champion. The man is super over, and they need to go ahead and get his man the title, because if he don't win SummerSlam, it might be over for LA Knight. It might be done for him as far as the crowd, because they might be like, all right, man, we done, because they obviously don't see it. And he is super over right now. I know people's gripe with LA Knight. He's a cross between The Rock and Stone Cold. I get it, but he's just over. So don't give him the belt, man. I'll talk about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, because that's the main event to me. That we'll talk about that in a minute. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I think Liv Morgan will retain the title because I think Dominique Mysterio, yes, Rey Mysterio's son, will turn on Rhea Ripley and cost her the match, and Liv Morgan will be the new or retain the WWE Championship.
Mm.
Bailey versus Nia Jax. I got Bailey winning. I just think that they're gonna play this whole, the smaller person, overcome the David and Goliath story. She overcomes the big giant, whatever. So I think she wins the match. Uh, I think Gunther beats Damian Priest for the world championship. I think Damian Priest, this is going to be the beginning of the dissension of Judgment Day. I think Finn Balor will turn on him. If not SummerSlam, he will turn on him on Monday night because he lost the belt. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I think Cody retains, of course, because I think either Roman's going to come back or Jimmy Uso is going to come back and cost him the match. Either or. I think Cody Rhodes will keep his belt. And then my main event, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, with Seth Rollins being the special guest referee. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know who's gonna win this match. I know Seth is gonna cost somebody the match, but I don't know who's gonna win this match because this feud will not be over. People don't know CM Punk. He got injured by Drew McIntyre. He had a bicep injury. And Drew was gloating about it, saying he injured CM Punk. And then CM Punk, Drew won the world championship from Seth Rollins, gloated in front of CM Punk's face. CM Punk attacked him. Damian Priest had the money in the bank, cashed in. Boom, he was a champion for like 2 seconds. So they've been going back and forth. But I think Seth Rollins will cost somebody. I'm suspecting he will do something to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will win this match, and then that will lead to them fighting at Bad Blood, and CM Punk will win that match. So, yeah, man, it should be a good card, fun card. You know what I'm saying? Really dope card. Even if you don't watch wrestling on a regular basis, man, check out SummerSlam.
Yo, so I know it's split in 2 nights, right? It's 2 nights this time, right?
Yeah.
So which matches are going to be on which day?
That I do not know. I'm suspecting that the main event for Saturday will probably be. It'll probably be one of the women matches.
Probably be Rhea Ripley. You think?
Maybe it might be Drew and CM Punk though. It might be.
When they gonna announce it? When they gonna announce which one is on which, or is it gonna be like
Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, probably Friday.
For sure.
So yeah, man, check out SummerSlam, man. All right, man. It's all time for it, man. Random news. It is now time for Maul's Random News.
Yo, man, I still get a kick out of that shit, dog. I swear to God. I don't know what made you make that. That shit is hilarious, bro.
I told you I was gonna make a clip.
All right, man. So got some random news topics, man. Just I'm gonna say it out, Morgan. And you just give me your opinion. You and Cris, give me you guys' opinion on these news topics. All right. So it seems like Drake is allegedly dropping his new album sooner than we think. A whole project's worth of songs were also recorded with conductor Williams. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
It better be bangers and bars. That's all I got to say.
Did you say John Williams is the conductor?
Conductor Williams, yeah, recorded with conductor Williams, yeah.
Okay.
It better be bars and bangers.
What do you hope for out of a new Drake album, Morgan?
That it's not throwaway music.
Mm-hmm.
Like it needs to be something dope. Like I haven't liked a Drake album. Like Views is cool, but like since Take Care, man, like Take Care is my joint. That was my joint. I miss that Drake. I don't like the newer version, like the kind of like lazy flow, lazy beats, lazy lyrics. Like he needs to pop out on this one.
Stay away from Lil Yachty. Stay away from Lil Yachty. That's what I say.
No more playlist music. That's what he made. All of his albums lately have been like playlist. Like it's just like he just picked like 12 songs and be like, yeah, put that on the album. Like, give me a concept, man. Take me on a journey, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Tell us about Teresa from Tennessee or some shit.
Don't
you
care,
know what I'm saying?
Man. Make up some shit. I don't even care anymore.
Cool little vibe, you know what I'm saying? So Jonathan Majors finally breaks the silence on Dr. Doom. Says he's heartbroken with Robert Downey Jr. returning as Dr. Doom to replace Kang. Says that he loves Kang and would love to return if Marvel lets him. So what are your guys' thoughts on his comments?
Go ahead, Mark.
I think they should let him back. I think, everybody deserves second chances. I didn't follow his case too closely, but I don't know, man. Like, you can't just cancel everybody. Like, let the man be Kang. That's how I feel.
I agree, man. Like, look, Robbie Downey Jr., we all know his history, man. He had his struggles with drugs and alcohol, and, he made a resurgence, and now he's one of our greatest actors of all time. And then Ezra Miller. Now, that situation, this dude, dude was reckless out here. He was doing some nasty work.
Yeah.
He still was the flag.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, get him away from everything. So
I agree.
If Ezra Miller can get his job back, come on, man. Come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. Speaking of another album, seems like, hints on rumors. It sounds like Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign's Vultures 2 may be releasing sooner than we think as well. It first said that the release date was going to be on the 2nd, this Friday, but then they decided to take that date away. So what are your guys' expectations with the Kanye West and Ty Dolla new album? And do you think we get it anytime soon?
Who knows? Like, Kanye is one of them dudes. On Tuesday, he's dropping it on Friday, and then he wakes up Wednesday and he's like, nah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. So the first one was cool, you know what I'm saying? I liked it. They had some joints on there, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm like whatever on it. I'm not really looking forward to it. It is what it is. Like, I don't know. I haven't liked Kanye since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I feel like everything's been like hit or miss. It's not consistent. His lyrics have been like just whack, super whack lyrics. I don't know what he's just like in these different phases. He's a Jesus rapper. His girls wearing nothing out. I don't even know what's going on with Kanye. I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, I like. Look, Kanye West has been probably my most favorite rapper of all time. He obviously you can't deny his discography at all. Like, we know he has some of the all-time greatest albums ever made. But yeah, man, the fatigue of Kanye West, is he dropping, is he not dropping? It's kind of like, to me, the same tier as like Frank Ocean right now. Like, is he dropping? Is he not dropping? Is he making music? That shit gets old and played out to me real quick. So, he'll drop. When he drops, I'll listen to it. And if I fuck with it, I fuck with it. If I don't, I don't. Same goes with Frank Ocean for me too. Next one, Asus announced a sniffable laptop with a built-in fragrance dispenser. What are you guys' thoughts? You guys gonna purchase? You think it's about time we start being able to sniff stuff through the phone and our laptops?
No. I don't know what they're gonna put in there, bro. What kind of toxic chemical agents? Some things don't need to be smelled. You know what Twitter's gonna smell like, bro? No, miss me with that.
It's gonna smell like locker room ass.
Oof.
As much as porn that we see on our time.
Oh my god, bro.
Nah, man, I do not want to smell what an orgy look like, bro. Nobody's trying to smell.
It's not even just an orgy. The girl just doing that thing by herself.
Yeah, nah. I'm good with smell. No thanks. Like, what are the scents gonna be? Like, also, I'm curious. Like,
I don't know. I think the only benefits of something like this would be like if you were trying to purchase some cologne or perfume or something like that. At least you'd be able to know what the scent smells like before you purchase it. But besides that, it's not. Yeah, it's not. That's not really going to be a good.
Not for everything.
Nah. Nah. Other news.
I'm upset now. I'm upset.
I guess just a no go on the sniffable laptop. Other news: Mark Zuckerberg / Meta is in talks to becoming part owner of the brand Supreme. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
The clothing brand?
Clothing brand. Yep.
Yeah.
Why? He can't even dress.
Have you seen his gold chain lately, bro? He's turning into like a Chad. Like he's just like, I think he's in his fuckboy era. So he wants to buy Supreme. It's hilarious.
Oh my god! Well, it's going down here. It's gonna be in Walmart soon.
My question is,
it's gonna be like True Legit religion.
Yo, facts.
Oh my god.
My question is, like, I used to be really big into streetwear and all that, but I'm not really into it as much anymore. I just don't know. Is Supreme even hitting like that anymore? Like, I know the resale market values on Supreme. Like, obviously, yeah, like the prices are still. I think the whole resale market as a whole has been kind of like, I don't think it's hit the same as it used to, because I don't think shoes sell at higher prices like they used to maybe like 4 years ago. You know what I mean? I think they're more reasonable in a sense. I'm still not a fan of the resale culture, but I'm just not sure if Supreme still hits like that like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like Supreme, like what? Morgan, we would know, like, what was it, 6-7 years ago? That shit was like top tier. Like everything sold out in a matter of like seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think nobody got money for that right now. I'm not gonna have money to buy a Supreme brick. You know, I'm gonna pay my power bill instead. You know, I think that's where I'm at with it. Like, it's cool, but like I remember I watched that dude Hassan Minaj did something about Supreme, who owned it. It was like a crazy story about who really owns Supreme, and it's not really about that streetwear culture at all anymore. So it's just kind of like a gimmick. And I never like Supreme was cool, but like I just never got into the hype of that. I don't know.
Neither have I. Yeah, it wouldn't. But Mark Zuckerberg purchasing, I don't see it, going any greater. Other news: Chipotle says restaurants will give bigger servings after customers complain over measly portions. Do you guys believe it? Are you happy about it? What are your thoughts? Cris does not look like he's a believer in that.
I don't believe you.
If they do it, it's going to raise the price. They raise the price.
Them workers are already disgruntled and mean up in there. Do you think they going to listen to y'all? No. Still going to get the little corn up chicken or carne asada or whatever in your burrito. So don't even count on it.
What you think, Morgan?
I remember they had that thing where, like, if you film, they'll give you more. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if the spoon's bigger or whatever, but I don't know, man. The employees, they don't care, bro. They do not care. They don't care. Show me the spoon.
Yeah, you got jokes, bro. I swear. All right. Southwest Airlines ends its signature seat policy after 57 years. You could pick wherever you wanted to sit on a plane. Now they're going to start assigning seats. What are your thoughts?
Welcome to the party, just like everybody else. Even Spirit makes you let you pay for assigned seating.
No, me.
It's going to charge you more now. That's all it is. It's just a way to like charge you more. Man.
Like Spirit probably charge you like 21 in the back seat, 30 in the middle, and then 40 whatever in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Southwest probably gonna charge you like 120 in the front, 50 in the middle, 30 in the back.
So what Southwest needs to do is they need to make sure my planes don't get delayed no more. I think they have probably the worst track record right now with your flight getting delayed.
I don't know. I just found out that Breeze Airways ain't too good.
Who the fuck is Breeze Airways?
Who's Breeze Airways? Like Chris Breezy?
Who's that?
Like, what is this?
My children just went on that flight when they went back home, and it was
Breeze Airways. What is that? Who is that? Like a sister company of like Spirit or something?
I think it's with Alaskan. Or United.
I've never heard of Breeze.
I ain't never heard of Breeze.
I didn't never heard of them either until I went on Expedia and they had the nice cheap flight for 8 in the morning on Tuesday. They always got that, and they have Tuesday 8 in the morning flights everywhere.
That's crazy. I'm surprised like they're doing the injustice. They don't have Chris Brown on that goddamn commercial.
And it was nonstop. So I was like, hell yeah.
Nah, that's crazy.
Because everything got a layaway nowadays.
Nah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Other news, Little Yachty says Atlanta sets the trends for fashion. And he says that New York ain't got shit going on with their fashion. What are your thoughts with that?
I don't know. What trends have Atlanta set as far as fashion that everybody's wearing?
Nothing. New York is probably the trendsetter of fashion.
That's what I'm. Maybe like with lexicon and like music sound, I'll give Atlanta that for sure. But who's the best dressed rapper? Like ASAP Rocky, he's from New York. Tyler Creator's from LA. Like I don't know. I didn't like what Quavo wore to the Kamala Harris thing, so I'm not a big fan of the trends that they're doing over there. Not as much.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, Atlanta's clothing is not the best.
It's not.
I don't know nobody other than Bentley Farnsworth. I don't know anybody.
What brands too? What brands are out of Atlanta that are like fire? I don't even know any brands that are out of Atlanta.
Nothing.
I would say that the two best got to be LA, New York. If you look out the country,
100%. Paris, obviously.
Paris, stuff like that. Japan.
I ever heard that
Japan has an amazing fashion sense.
Yeah, sure. Have you Atlanta Fashion Week? Never been there.
Never.
I don't know what Lil Yachty's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what Lil Yachty's talking about either. Couple more. USA Today ranks their top 10 worst head coaches in the NFL. Here's the list. Number 1, you have the Saints, Dennis Allen. Number 2, you have the Bears, Matt Eberflus.
I agree.
Number 3, you have Patriots, Gerard Mayo.
I'm not going to get that to Gerard. Damn.
4, you got Giants, Brian Daboll. 5, you got Robert Saleh from the Jets. 6,
his defense always good.
It is good. It's good. Everything else has been kind of piss
poor.
Number 6, you have the Titans, Brian Callahan.
That's messed up.
Number 7, you have the Buccaneers, Todd Boyles. Number 8, you have my Raiders, Antonio Pierce. Number 9, you have the Panthers, Dave Canales. And then number 10, you have the Seahawks, Mike McDonald. What are you guys' thoughts on this list?
I mean, I don't say they're the worst. They just unproven. Like a lot of them dudes is like first year head coaches. Like how we know?
Right? Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like Dennis Allen, we all know.
He's rightfully so.
Robert Saleh.
Look, there's somebody on that wasn't on that list that I can make a case for. He's in Denver. I ain't gonna say his name.
Oh, Sean Payton. Yeah, I think Sean Payton overrated too.
I ain't gonna say his name because he's a quarterback whisperer, y'all. Even though he's only whispered in Drew Brees, and Drew Brees was already Drew Brees when he got there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
So it is what it is.
All right. Another one. Tory Lane's driver admits he did not see who shot Megan Thee Stallion and claims that her friend Kelsey grabbed the gun and Tory tried to disarm her in new court documents. What are you guys' thoughts?
Where this nigga been?
They wouldn't let him in, I heard. That's what it was.
He said they wouldn't allow him to testify. They wouldn't allow him to testify. That's what he said.
I just want the truth to come out so we can get over with this shit. Hey.
If that's true, they need to give that man a new trial. If it's new evidence like that, give that man a new trial. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Like, come on, man. Let's just this retrial. Let's give my man Tory Lanez free. He just put out a dope album from prison, man. Like,
let him free Tory, bro. That's all I got to say.
You got a lot of news today.
I do. I got a couple more. I just want to do a little bit more with my man Morgan here.
Do your thing, man.
I love it, bro. I love it.
Video game news. They finally announced 2 big sequels from PlayStation.
Okay.
Spider-Man 3 is in the works, set to launch in 2027, 2028.
Right.
And Last of Us Part 3 is also reportedly going to be the next game coming out from Naughty Dog. What are your guys' thoughts on these announcements?
Let's put Spider-Man over here. Last of Us 3, baby. Let's go.
Yep. I don't know where the story's gonna go. The last one ended kind of sad. You know, homegirl missing her finger, but we'll see what happens.
So obviously, I take it that you guys are probably more excited about The Last of Us than
I am. I can't speak for everyone.
I am too. Yeah. Yeah. How's she gonna do those guitar side missions now, bro? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for both games, but Last of Us, like, look, Naughty Dog always hits it out of the park with the Uncharted series, Last of Us, and all them. So I'm excited for that. All right, couple more, and we'll finish it off. New kickoff rules. Onside kicks are illegal before the fourth quarter. The team must be losing to kick an onside kick, and team must announce intentions to kick an onside kick ahead of time. What are you guys' thoughts on the new kickoff rules?
Lame.
Why do you have to announce it? That makes it worse. It's like nobody's gonna ever recover it. Might as well just outlaw it at that point.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's terrible. Is it because of injuries or what?
Yeah, they was already trying to get the onside kick up out of here before because it was harder anyway. So now it's just like impossible.
They're gonna need to figure out a way for teams to be able to come back in games, because that kind of eliminates the excitement of a potential comeback. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. I know they've been looking at like Arena Football League rules, UFL league rules and stuff like that. So I'm not really a fan of this. I've never been a big fan of the whole kickoff thing. I get the safety of the NFL, but I think it comes to a point where it can really be damning to the league. As far as like, obviously, like, I'm very curious to see how the new tackle rules go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do the hip drop tackles anymore. How's that going to work? Like, to me, offenses literally.
They know what they're doing. They want everybody. Last year was a down year for offenses, bro.
I know it was.
It was a down year for offenses. They won 40-point games again, man.
I know they do. Yeah. I know they do. All right, last one. So 2026 seems like it's going to be a great year for movies. I'll give you the list of all the movies that are slated to come out in 2026, and you guys kind of give me your opinions as I go. First one, you have the Avengers Doomsday. That's going to release in 2026. You have Jordan Peele's next film that will be coming out in 2026. You have the new...
Before you keep going, I got a question about Jordan Peele when you get done.
Okay. You got the new Hunger Games, Sunrise of the Reaping, coming out in 2026. Frozen 3, shout out to Frozen. They're coming out with a new movie. A new Exorcist movie, Mike Flanagan's The Exorcist, is supposed to be coming out. Batman 2, Supergirl, the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. They have a new Street Fighter movie. You have Dune Messiah. You have The Mandalorian and Grogu. I think that's how you say it. You have The Last Airbender, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. You have Steven Spielberg's UFO movie. You have Project Hail Mary, Toy Story 5, Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Golem, Star Wars movie, and Shrek 5. These are all slated currently to come out in 2026. What are your guys' thoughts? And which movies pique your interest the most?
So Batman 2, of course, we right here, boy.
Absolutely,
right
Batman.
We might have to go see that together.
Yo, we will. We
might have to go see that together and do a review on that.
Yes, sir.
I'm interested in Turtles. I think that's the cartoon, the Teenage Mutant Turtles movie.
I think so.
The first one was good. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They was different perspective on them. They was like kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. Ice Cube was the villain and all that. It was cool. I got a question for y'all for Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Since Get Out, what good movie has he put out?
I didn't like Nope. I didn't like what's the other one? Nope and
was it Us?
Us. I think it was Us. Yeah, I'm good. Get Out was the only good one to me. Sorry,
I didn't watch the Candyman. No, you're good. I didn't watch the Candyman movie, so I'm not. I heard it got mixed reviews on that. Us was the one with the family married as the other family or something. They were like the more evil family or something like that. I wasn't too mad at it. I was a little confused. I think that's in the movie that I think you need to watch like 2 or 3 times. I think with any Jordan Peele movie, I think you need to watch it like multiple times to kind of understand it. I just don't know if people have the patience and time to do stuff like that, especially in the microwave society that we do live in.
Yeah.
Get Out was cool. I think Get Out is pretty much it's pretty much self-explanatory. We all understood the plot line. We get it. It was good. It was a good dope. I'm not mad at Jordan Peele shit. It's just his shit is like Nope. I don't understand Nope at all. I don't get Nope. You have some people that says that's like the greatest movie of all time. Shit, I don't know how that is. I don't see it, but I get it. Hey, look, art is to each person. You know what I mean? To each individual. So with Jordan Peele, I don't know. Like, I'm always gonna give him a shot. I'm always gonna try to support him, like especially with the Peele and Kill Show and all that. So I don't know, man. As far as the rest of the movies, I'm always gonna be excited for a scary movie. So The Exorcist will always get my attention. I will be excited for that. The Dune Messiah, Dune, I'm gonna be excited for Dune. Dune was great. I love the last Dune. Dune was amazing. I'm gonna be cool. Batman 2, we already said that. Batman 2, I think is gonna be the best movie of that year. Look, I watched the last Transformers movies, and the last Transformer movie, and I know it got some hate. I truly enjoyed that movie. I
actually liked it too.
I liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot.
You're talking about with the Spanish dude, right?
Yeah, the Puerto Rican dude from New York. Got the black shit, you know what I'm saying?
I actually like that one too. That wasn't bad.
You know what I'm saying? So and then I don't know, Morgan, did you watch the last Transformers movie?
Nah, I did not.
Okay, so at the end, pretty much, the Puerto Rican dude pretty much gets kind of like invited to be part of the G.I. Joe. So I think he's gonna be in the G.I. Joe portion of it. So I'm low key excited for that. I really am. And then Steven Spielberg, I don't know what the UFO movie is gonna be about, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give.
Let me talk about Steven Spielberg.
Here he goes.
Steven Spielberg is one of the greatest sci-fi dudes of all time. We're not doing that with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
but he's been trying to make a UFO movie or a movie to counteract Star Wars for years. Because he made a bet with George Lucas when they first came out. He had bet him that what's that movie he came out with? Close Encounters
of the Third Kind.
Yeah. He had made a bet with him that it was going to be better and Star Wars was going to be a flop. And here we are. They still trying to make Star Wars movie and Close Encounters ain't nothing.
Well, he's gonna get the ultimate battle because there's a Star Wars movie that come out the same year.
Exactly.
So he's gonna get it. Like, look, all right, Morgan. I'm gonna ask you, Morgan. How do you feel about the Robert Downey Jr. playing as Dr. Doom? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I've talked to my boys about it who are big into the comics. I guess there's like a thread in the comics where Iron Man becomes Dr. Doom. So I wonder if they're doing that in this. If they aren't doing that, then I think it's kind of like it's a little like kind of like nostalgia bait, Like he's dope. Let him be Iron Man. Let that ship sail and like get somebody else who can move the needle. There's so many great actors out there, but only reason I like it if they're doing the Iron Man becomes Dr. Doom thing. But I don't know if they can do it because he died in the universe. It's too many universes. I don't know.
From what I'm hearing is that he is a Tony Stark variant from a different universe that is going to be Dr. Doom. He's going to end up dying. This variant is going to end up dying. And they're going to use this bridge to the real Victor Von Doom to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's here to get the eyes back. Come on, let's get you guys back in the MCU universe, and then the real Victor Von Doom is going to come in or whatever. I think it's going to be one of them cut scenes where you see the real Victor Von Doom and whatever, probably maybe even the end of this movie, and it's like, oh shit, okay, you know what I'm saying? So
you think Robert Downey Jr. is going to be employed to?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he was employed to bring back not only the comic book fans but the casuals. Because at the end of the day, people know who Robert Downey Jr. is. Yeah. Your mama know who's Robert Downey Jr. is. You know what I'm saying? So she may not be a comic book fan, but she'll be like, I'll go watch it. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. You know what I'm saying? So, so this will be a version of, it would be a variant of Dr. Doom, and then whatever, he ends up dying. And then, once the credits go away, the end credit comes in, and the real Victor Von Doom is here, you know what I'm saying? So
I guess I could honestly see that happening because I think they're still kind of like in this weird space on I know the whole thing with the Kang situation with our boy Jonathan Majors. I think that kind of put a big hinge on their whole entire plan. Like, look, they had a whole entire script, a whole time kind of idea on what they wanted to do with the whole Jonathan Majors Kane character. You know what I mean? Now with him going through what he went through, they had to kind of like eliminate that. So I honestly tend to side with you, Cris. Like, I low-key think they can do that because it low-key gives them more time to find the actual actor they want to play for this character. So they got Robert Downey Jr. You got 2 years, then you within those 2 years you could probably find the real actor for that. It just kind of sucks because I think Marvel's like in this weird space right now with all their movies. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a little bit of Marvel fatigue, I think, with some of this shit with the Avengers stuff. Me personally, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Like, I'll always go watch these movies because I'm always gonna be a fan. I've always grew up on comic books. I just think with how they kind of like do the storylines, I'm more into how Batman is right now. I'm more into that kind of like kind of like what's the right word for it? Just kind of like the whole environment of Batman 2. I like kind of like how that's going. I'm more into the more darker versions of these superhero characters.
We've talked about this, Maul. The worst thing that ever happened to Marvel with the MCU universe was Thor Ragnarok. That was the worst movie. It was a great movie. I love Ragnarok, but it was the worst thing that ever happened to it because ever since then they've been trying to do this comedy act with every movie. Like it's Comedy Central for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so now it don't even be taken serious. That's why I'm excited for this new Captain America movie because they said it's in the temperature of Winter Soldier. Come on, let's go. That's what we need. You don't have to force the comedy all the time. You know what I'm saying? People like Ragnarok because it was naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? It had a seriousness in it, but it was naturally funny. You had a villain that everybody cared about. You just watched Guardian of the Galaxy 3. They're always silly. But it was enough in that movie, enough meat on there with Raccoon and his story that it was like, and then the villain was so vicious, it was like you had no choice but to care about that movie. Like that movie had a plot, it had a theme, it had the right characters in it, and that's been the problem with Marvel is that they just been forcing stuff, and then they have their own little agendas or whatever, little woke stuff that they be putting in their stuff, and it's just. And that's the Disney element of it. I think Disney kind of ruined MCU too. So
1,000%.
So I just think they put their little agenda in there, trying to push whatever they trying to push, and it's just like, come on, man, just make a good movie, man. Don't mess with the formula.
What you think, Morgan?
That's what it is. It's bad writing, man. A lot of it's just really bad writing, poor direction, just churning out content instead of making movies. Like that list you said is they're mostly all those movies are mostly intellectual property. They're already like established franchises, and to me that's like it's pretty whack because there's no new ideas getting introduced. It's just like oh, let's just rinse and repeat. Let's just do Star Wars 12 or whatever, and it's just like I'm more excited for like the Mike Flanagan Exorcist because he's a dope director and a dope showrunner. I'm excited to see what he does. Like Steven Spielberg UFO movie, like an original idea. Jordan Peele, like I want to see like new original ideas, but Hollywood's too scared to like take a risk on an unproven idea because Marvel already has a built-in fan base. Let's just leech from them as much as we can. Star Wars has. Let's just leech from them, and they just like pretty much just like take everything out of these franchises so they're like bone dry, and they move on to the next franchise to kill. And it's just like that's why people aren't going to the movies, man. That's why they're all losing money because just nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, the creativity in Hollywood has definitely depleted in the sense of they don't allow people to get creative. I think they're just so more focused on the bottom revenue line stream of getting the bread and then focusing on another project. We obviously, you hear the stories about, movie theaters struggling to, keep the lights on with everything that's going on in Hollywood right now. You have I think recently now they have the video game actor strike. You had the actor strike last year that kind of delayed a lot of these movies that we were anticipating, i.e. Batman 2. Batman was supposed to come out next year. Now it got pushed back another year for us to wait. No, I agree with you, man. Like, I'm always more like that's why I like the Jordan Peele thing. I get it. Like a lot of his movies they're very unique. That's one thing you can say about Jordan Peele movies. Like we may not understand it, they may not really catch us in a wave of a sense of like in that moment we can appreciate it. Maybe it might be something like down the line where we watch it again and we kind of better understand how Jordan Peele, because we still got to remember Jordan Peele's still kind of like a new director in a sense. Like,
I agree with that.
So yeah, I'm not saying you guys don't understand that, but just kind of like just saying like I think we're still trying to figure out Jordan Peele's like style. Like we know Quentin Tarantino's style, we know Steven Spielberg's style, we know like a James Cameron. You know, we know when we see those movies. Like Jordan Peele is just so unique. You know what I mean? I never got a chance to watch his Candyman movie. I eventually will watch that because I'm very curious to see how he kind of went about it with Candyman in a sense. But yeah, I just think we're in a weird space with Hollywood right now, and I think right now documentaries are in a healthy spot. I was listening to another podcast where this guy was kind of saying, I think in a lot of things with Hollywood, especially with certain shows like kind of like Presumed Innocence and Dark Matter, where a lot of these people don't know how to finish the story or the show. Like they go on a little bit too long because they want to make more shows, make more money. So it kind of like exhausted to an extent where you could have really shortened the show like 2 episodes. You know what I mean? I don't know, Morgan. Yeah. Have you seen, like, you know, you do the film thing. Have you seen it to the sense where people like, you know, extend documentaries longer than they need to, shows, movies, you know, stuff like that?
I think a lot of the time it has to do with the deal they negotiate. If Netflix is like, I want 8 episodes, they're like, all right, I got 6 good ones. I gotta figure out how to stretch this just a little bit longer. But we've almost seen the inverse where like something that needed to be stretched got shrunk. Like, I don't know if y'all watched Game of Thrones season 8. That should have been stretched, but that got shrunk, and you could feel it too. So like, it's definitely, the pace is so important of how they put it together. But a lot of the times they have these certain deals that they have to reach. They get greenlit for 8 episodes, so they have to make 8 episodes. So I think sometimes they'll finagle the story to stretch it out, and it kind of ruins the pacing of the show. You can feel like those filler episodes, like, you know, those filler episodes when you watch them.
Yeah. So as a writer, I know you write. I know you've been kind of writing a lot more. What kind of goes to your thought process when you want to try to write something, like the length of it that you're kind of like seeking out, like your end goal? Like, how do you know like what your end goal is when you start writing certain projects and stuff?
Yeah. The end goal, if I'm writing like a feature film, I want to get to at least like 90 pages or maybe even 120, because each page is a minute of screen time. So if it's like a 120 page script, it's 120 minutes roughly as length of a movie. So I'll just kind of write it, and I'll just kind of, each draft is kind of edited to make it as lean as possible. Nothing wasted, no scenes that are wasted. Every scene should move the plot forward or give the audience new information about a character or something like that. So I just my main thing is write good characters that have depth, and the characters are true to who they are, and it makes sense. Like, each character's action is who they are. They kind of act how they should. They kind of show who they are by their action. Then just make sure the plot's kind of tied together. Like, I try to make it as neat and as lean as possible, and not over bloated or indulgent. It's like neat, lean, and yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
Like, one night obviously says Hollywood got soft. Do you agree to that sentiment?
I guess it's even soft. It's like they're pandering. Everybody kind of panders because they're scared to be labeled a certain thing, and like there's just a whole lot more of like, there's a lot more DEI that they have to do. Like, if you want to get nominated for an Academy Award, you have to have this many kind of ethnic characters or LGBTQ characters or writers or crew members. So it's just like, they're kind of like, I think Hollywood's kind of getting choked a lot of their creativity because these stringent like regulations and all these suits that aren't creatives are kind of telling them what to do. So, you know, they can't really be true to who they are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that messes with the editing process. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of actors would tell you, when they first saw the first screening, it was like, okay, I saw this movie, but the movie that came out, that's not what we saw. You know what I'm saying? Like there's scenes that been
Yeah.
cut out. That's why you have director cuts. You know what I'm saying? So is a lot of things that get cut out because New Line Cinema wants this in there, or they don't want that in there, or whatever. Lionsgate don't want
Yeah.
this in it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what you got to fight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why a lot of independent movies, when they come out, they're so great because they don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? They just
Yeah.
come out, do
Like,
their
there's
thing.
right. Yeah, like A24, like there's a rise of like these independent studios like A24, Blumhouse. So like it's cool that that since filmmaking gear did get cheaper, it's more accessible to people to create cinema style movies because they have access to the gear instead of these $200,000 cameras, film, everything. So like it's more accessible now. So I'm glad that it's going the indie route because Hollywood is just bankrupt of ideas and they're too scared to take a risk. So that's why we're getting like this like middle of the road content instead of like cinematic movies. Like there's some that come out like Batman was dope. I watched it with Jamal. It was like a cinematic movie. I feel like I was watching a film, not just content.
No, it was like I know you kind of bring up like director's cuts and stuff like that. That's kind of like when you see certain music artists, they have like a deluxe album and stuff like that. Do you think that plays a part into like kind of like when you get the first original project, whether it's a movie, a documentary, a film, well, not so much a documentary, but more of like movies and music. Do you think when people consider, because obviously they know for a fact they're going to do a director's cut or they're going to do a deluxe album, do you think that takes away from the original project in a sense?
I think it kind of does because it's just like after I watch that movie, like I don't know, I don't really want to rewatch it again. It's cool to like see it, but like I kind of want that like one definitive version of it. Like Blade Runner had like 6 different versions. It's like I don't know, I just kind of want that one definitive version. A director's cut's just a way of saying, hey, I'll sell you the same movie again with 20 more minutes of film and get some more of that money. It's just cash grabs.
Yeah.
On the music side, I'll say this: when people do deluxe cuts, like when they do add more songs on there, to me that just means that those songs got cleared. That's just basically what it is. Those songs got cleared. They finally cleared the clearance on the sample or whatever they was using on that song, so they put it on there.
Yeah, I got a question. So, like, what is like the dopest deluxe like song that was added on? I feel like all the songs that are added are just like throwaways that didn't make the record. What are some like added songs that were like, yo, that was a dope added song? I'm glad they added that one to the bonus track.
That's a great question.
That's a great question. I had to do research on that.
Yeah, that one, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
honestly, off the top of the dome, I can't really think of anything that really like stood out that was memorable for me as far as like on the deluxe album. Man, that's a great question, man. That's a great. What about you? Do you have any?
I'm trying to think that like where I'm like the deluxe. I don't really listen to the deluxe versions as much, like
not really.
And I just like the album. Spotify just kind of ruined the whole album thing. Like you don't really listen to albums as much. You'll like songs. It's just albums. The way they make albums now is different. The reason they make these albums so long now is because the more songs that you have streaming, it counts towards your sales. Right. All these artists are trying to game the system. They're trying to like package their album with like sports drinks or like merch. It's kind of wild of how like the whole system is gamed just to be the number one, as opposed to making a conceptually dope album. It's like, oh, it's 10 songs, but all 10 songs are like no skip bangers. Like I miss those albums.
I think I don't know. Maybe I might be weird, but I think one of the last great experiences I had with an album, honestly, was probably The Life of Pablo, and just seeing the evolution that Kanye did with that album. We got and it was like live. You know what I'm saying? Like know, it was like you had it on your phone. You had this first version of it, and then the way he started adding like a little snippet here, or he may have added some drums or something like that, or another verse. You kind of saw like, in a sense of him, building the album as you had it instantly. Like to me, I thought it was a cool experience. I know people feel indifferent about the Life of Pablo album. That's just kind of weird for me. But I I get it, man. Like, I just think, like, I agree with you with the Spotify shit. Like, I just don't think, in a sense, like, this, you don't get that same feel with albums anymore. You know what I mean? I think you get it with songs, but then songs come and go, in a sense. Like, you know, songs don't really sit with you as long as they used to, because it's always like you have a lot of these artists that are just churning music like every like fucking like month or 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Or it just kind of get lost in the sauce. And then again, that could go with just the quality of the music and how the development of the music, like the producing of the music. Like, it doesn't, as you said, it don't hit the same as like when we first heard like, you know, Hot in Here with Nelly or something like that, or, you know, like or like an old Jay-Z song, or like, you know, the Kanye West songs back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, music.
Go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead. What?
No, I was just saying music.
I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead, man.
My bad. So I guess what I was saying is just that. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Just people used to buy music, so like they had skin in the game. Or like if you buy a CD, it means more to you. Like, I will go to Tower Records. I had $20. I get one CD. What am I going to get? It means a lot more. I'm going to listen to it more than just having everything at my disposal. So music doesn't have any value to people, so they're not going to really value it as much because it's free almost.
Yeah, you're like, it's like oversaturation. Like, you have too much of one thing, so you can't really appreciate the one when you actually have the music. You know what I mean? Like, this, like, hypothetically, like, this Schoolboy Q album is fucking amazing. But then I have all these other albums that I have access to. It's like back in the day, as you said, like when you had that one album, and you had that one album to listen to for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have you didn't have a whole discography of every single hip hop album that's ever been made. You know, depending on what access that you get from iTunes and stuff like that. You know, obviously certain albums aren't on iTunes, but the majority of it is. You know, I think it goes into that as well. Like, you just have a consumption of too much of one thing that you can't really appreciate a great album when you have it, because, you know, you have access to all this other great music.
And then even back then, you know what I'm saying, great artists didn't drop on the same great artist day. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 and Kanye started that. They were the first ones to do that. They were the first ones to drop on the same day, because that was forbidden territory back then. Like, Jay-Z wasn't gonna drop when Nas dropped. You know what I'm saying? Eminem wasn't gonna drop when, you know, Busta Rhymes dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just didn't do that.
Honestly, until probably the Kanye 50 Cent thing, that's probably when it kind of started happening.
That's what I'm saying. Kanye and 50 did it, and then it was just like, oh, we got.
Yeah, but they did it the right way. They treated it like an event. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they came on, and you know, that's another thing. Like, we don't have like the music videos, like the video representation of a lot of these albums. Like, like, it's like we see, like, you can go look at like Kendrick's Not Like Us, man. Like, just even Drake's Family Matters, like just having the visual representation, I think, does a lot. The visual stimulation of, you know, the lyrics that, you know, that you are presented on the screen with whatever, you know, they decide to put in that music video. You know what I mean? Like, the days of 106 in Park and TRL and Rhapsody in the Basement, I think that played an integral role. And, you know, you appreciating the music even more. I don't know. That could be just me. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
No, that's true. No, you're right. You're right.
100%. There's YouTube music videos, but they just don't we don't really think to like look at the music video unless there's something crazy about it or shock value, like things like that. But I know, even like having the physical album in your hand, like going through the liner notes, you know, like you kind of like spent more time with it, because like, when's the last time you went through liner notes? You know, like maybe Rap Genius, that's about it. But like, I don't know, those things mattered. Like, just going through it. You know, like I remember, like, oh, I like track 7. You didn't even know the song names. You just, oh, that's track 10's dope, or track 4. Like, it's just a different way of consuming. But I think the visual element, like, remember like the Robin Leach thing, like the most expensive music videos. That was a thing back in the day where like it was a big moment to have like a crazy, like, big budget directed by X music video. You know.
Hype Williams.
Hype Williams, yeah.
No, yeah, for real.
You knew he had a Hype Williams. That thing was $1 million budget.
Like, I know you talked about vinyls. Like, do you think there will be an explosion with vinyl stores, or do you think it's just kind of like, you know, we're already solidified in this whole digital era? Like, do you think you'll see any kind of growth?
The vinyl sales are growing a lot. It's already happening. There's a lot of growth in vinyl, but it's never going to surpass digital media, because like you're not going to have a record player in your car. You know, like it's just having that. I'm not gonna have like a turntable at the gym, just like running to hold up my turntable. Like it's just that accessibility. Like the iTunes changed the game when they had the iTunes, the iPod in your pocket, 1,000 songs in your pocket. It was a wrap. Music changed forever because yeah, like you have everything. Like vinyl's more of like a way to like have your favorite albums in a different format. You can listen to it. You can like collect it. Like a lot of people are collecting it, so it's just a different way to experience it. But like digital's going nowhere, bro. It's here forever. It's gonna morph into something where like it's in our head, probably. Who knows? But like, yeah, I'm never going back to physical media unless it's something like nostalgia or like collectible.
Like, I don't know if this is a weird question, but do you think becoming a musician, a rapper, whatever, do you think it's a career or more of a hobby now? Especially the way that artists aren't getting paid. You know, you have the. I still don't understand digital sales and all that. Like,
well,
Yeah,
didn't they change it to a penny now?
I don't know. Did they? I'm not
I
really.
thought they changed it to a penny now for streams.
yeah, it's still not a lot for streams. Like most people, like most artists, make the most of the money off their touring or their merch. That's why these record labels get 360 deals, so they can take off their tour, they can take off their merch. But like the top cream of the crop are killing it. Taylor Swift,
Right.
Beyonce, Drake, they're killing it. But like the people that are just like middle of the road, like they'll get some decent festival bookings or whatever. But like it's not like it used to be. That's why there's not as many bands, as more solo artists, because like it's hard to make money if you're not licensing your music or selling out tours or selling merch. Like it's hard to really make money.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Really think about it. When you kind of said that, yeah, there really aren't really bands anymore. Like even like you know R&B groups, you don't really see that anymore. I think that's kind of been phased out, unless it's like the K-pop
Yeah.
region. Like K-pop, I think is the only one that really kind of produces any big like music groups anymore. Like, yeah, like groups used to be big back in the day, you know, B2Ks, Pretty Rickies, them Franchise Boys, you know, Saint Lunatics, you know what I mean, Rough Riders, you know, Locks, all that. You really don't see that no more. I think that could be another thing that has, you know, depleted from the, I guess, appreciation of the music, I guess, and the quality of the music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
for sure.
facts.
All right, fellas. Let's talk about fantasy football. Top 10 wide receivers, man.
Still,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even have it on the thing. All right. Go ahead, Mark. Give us your top 10 list.
all right, here go my top 10 list. Number one, I got Tyreek Hill. I think that's easy. I think Tyreek Hill should be number one. Only because I got number two. I still have Justin Jefferson number two, and the only reason is I'm just not really too happy about his quarterback situation. Like, I don't know how Sam Darnold's going to be. I'm not a fan of JJ McCarthy, haven't been. So I'm really curious to see how that goes. But I think Justin Jefferson is just too talented not to be number two. Number three, surprisingly, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he's going to have an amazing year. I think he's been killing it. Number four, I have CeeDee Lamb. The only reason why I have CeeDee Lamb at four is just because contract situation. He's not in camp. Rhythm. I know he's working out, but it's not the same as being in camp and getting the reps that you need. You have an upset Dak Prescott. Fans ain't showing up to Cowboys training camp, so I'm not really sure how that's going to go. Number five, I have Puka Nacua. I think Puka Nacua is going to have a great year this year. He's out in training camp. He's already cooking. I think he's been one of the biggest surprises in the league, especially last year, and I think he's only going to get better. I think with him and Cooper Kupp being on next to each other, there's going to be a lot of one-on-ones, and Puka Nacua, you ain't stopping one-on-one. Number six, I have Jamar Chase. A lot of people would probably assume he should be higher, but me personally, it still relies on Joe Burrow's health. I'm not convinced on Joe Burrow's health. You still have T. Higgins, who's on the other side of him. That's going to take a lot of his balls away. But we got to see. We got to see how that O-line plays and all that. So I have him number six. Number seven, I have A.J. Brown. Number eight, I have DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore is going to have a really great year. Number nine, I have Deebo Samuel. And surprisingly, number 10, I think Stephon Diggs is going to have a great year with CJ Stroud. I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to be revitalized. He hated being in Buffalo. he was not becoming a big fan of Josh Allen. I don't know why. I don't know what was up with that relationship. Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but I think Stephon Diggs is going to come through, and I think I can see him being in the top 10 fantasy wide receiver.
Go ahead, Morgan.
All right, Tyreek Hill. I had him last year. Amazing. Hope he can stay healthy. But yeah, Tyreek Hill's the one for sure. Number 2, I still like CeeDee Lamb. I think he's going to take most of the targets over there in Dallas. Number 3, Jamar Chase. No more Tyler Boyd. Joe Burrow, we'll see. He did well with the backup too, with Browning. So like I think Jamar Chase is definitely like he's poised to have a great year. Amon-Ra St. Brown's number 4 for me. Just what the Lions are doing is crazy, especially with like their running game. They're tied in. Like I think he's going to get a lot of great looks. Justin Jefferson's number 5, just because of the quarterback situation. Like Kirk Cousins was that dude just for volume. So I don't know. I had Sam Darnold on my squad before, so I'm not really a big believer. I guess we're gonna find out. Then I got Devontae Adams next. You know, like that dude's just route running is amazing. Just one of the most talented dudes in the league. He's that guy. Then I think at number 7, I got AJ Brown. He's just, you know, like we got Smith on the other side, but we lost our main man. But yeah, I think AJ Brown is just that big, that strong. Like he's that safety blanket for Jalen Hurts. Then I got Garrett Wilson. I think, you know, him and Aaron Rodgers are gonna figure it out. Okay. Garrett Wilson's been putting up numbers, so I think Garrett Wilson's right there. Number 9, Puka, just for the reasons that you said. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how Cooper Kupp is, especially with his health, to see how they kind of work together. Then number 10, I'm going with Marvin Harrison Jr. with Kyler Murray out in Arizona.
Now I ain't mad. Like I think Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Kyle Murray combination. I think that could be really special. I had Cooper Kupp in one of my honorable mentions. Like, I think I don't know why people still are sleeping on Cooper Kupp. We've seen what he was consistently doing for 4 years before Puka Nacua got there, and Matthew Stafford's still there. They still have that relationship. I think that could be one of the more dangerous 2 combos. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if you had Puka and Cooper Kupp in the top 10 as far as fantasy. Like, I know people are wondering where's Devontae Adams at, like, on my list. Like, look, I think Devontae Adams is probably the best receiver in the league. I'm just not sure how our offense is going to run. I think we're going to be kind of run heavy, like, you know, kind of like a play action pass type of offense. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to get a lot of the volume. So I think we're going to kind of like move the chain slow. You know, we might make a deep throw here and there. It just depends on the Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, like whoever wins that position. If it's Gardner Minshew, I think he might have a better chance of hitting top 10 than Aiden O'Connell. I think with Aiden O'Connell, it's just going to be kind of like hit or miss. Like, you know, I think we're still struggling in that decision. So we gotta see about that.
I got a few honorable mentions. Like, I like Nico Collins. See how Nico Collins is going to do this year. CJ Stroud, I hope he takes another leap. He was amazing to watch last year. I really enjoyed CJ Stroud. Who was the other one I had? Who was it? Chris Olave on the Saints.
Oh, Chris Olave, yeah.
I think Chris Olave is going to have a good year. Yeah. And I'm really curious to see Drake London with Kirk Cousins. I'm really curious. I know he's overhyped, but I'm curious to see him with a real quarterback.
No, I'm curious too. Like, I think with Kirk Cousins, obviously, I expect Drake London, I expect Kyle Pitts, I expect Bijan Robinson to have way better numbers than what they did last year. It's just I don't know how he's going to be coming off that Achilles injury. I think their offensive line is cool, but it could still have a little work. They're going to have to score a lot of points anyway because that Atlanta Falcons defense is horrendous. I don't think that Falcons defense is going to be able to stop. I don't think they could stop Bishop Gorman. I don't think
nobody
at this point. So
all they did was run last year. That was crazy. All they did was run the ball, like especially with their Tyler Algier. It was just I hated what Arthur Smith did. I hated what he was doing last year, man. It was terrible. All their games were like the worst to watch.
Oh yeah, even how they use Bijan Robinson. You know, they had that one game where I think he only got like 2-3 touches or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think people are like kind of just questioning, like, you have one of the best young talents at running back that have come out since probably Saquon Barkley. Like, why are you not giving him the touches that he deserves? You know?
Exactly. I was really confused with that too. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. But yeah, I can't wait for fantasy football.
Yeah, man. So tell me, man, what fantasy football is coming here soon. What's kind of like your strategy when you go into fantasy? Like, you know what I mean? Where do you like to be in place as far as like in the draft? Do you like being at the beginning of the draft, middle, end, and then what kind of goes in your thought process as you make your picks?
I feel like every year I'm in the middle somewhere. Like I'm like 5. I'm never at the front, like 5 or 8, which is fine. I don't like that, like being at 1 and being all the way back at the end. I like kind of having that middle area. I try to go running back when I can, because running back, I feel like the position drops off way earlier, but I'll take the best available. Like last year, I think I was 4, so I took Tyreek Hill. I wanted to go running back, but I just took Tyreek Hill because I just know how explosive he is. So I'll try to take the best player. I'll try to wait for tight end. I try to wait for quarterback, but if I see like a Josh Allen in round like 3 or 4, I'll snag him there. Receivers, I can wait till like the end, like maybe like the 6 through 8 round. There's like a lot of good receivers available, but I try to get running backs as early as I can because position's crazy.
Yeah. Do you see any like surprising breakout like players this year for fantasy football?
I think Marvin Harrison for sure. I think he's going to definitely be one. I'm just kind of curious to see how older players do, even like Austin Eckler. Like I'm curious how he's going to do with the Commanders. Like I'm more interested in like these players that like Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Like I'm curious to see how their usage is going to be. But like breakouts, I don't think if anybody's really like I want to see Puka Nacua take another step. Like Nico Collins take another step. Like those are players I'm really interested in, just to kind of see like if that one great year is just like a flash in the pan, or it's just like prolonged greatness.
Yeah, like I think another name is the guy that's on your team, Brandon Ayuk. I'm very curious to see how he's going to perform. Like this is a very big year for him. He wants that contract. I'm kind of curious to see. Obviously, I do expect Brandon Ayuk to be on the 49ers. I don't expect them for him to get traded, but I think in the sense of I'm very curious to see how he produces. Like, you know what I mean? You have a lot of people that say, as you kind of hinted at, like you don't think he's a true number one with all the benefits that he has on that offensive side. You have Debo, you have George Kittle that kind of like gets a lot of attention. You have Christian McCaffrey who kind of gets a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So like that whole kind of dynamic with Brandon Ayuk, I think is going to be really important for him. I think he has a lot to prove in a sense of with that. So if he has a lot to prove, I think he can have a really good year. Another player that I'm very curious to see is Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors can be one of the best players in this draft next to Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers to me is probably the best weapon I think that came out of this draft, but Malik Neighbors could be another one too. Like, but obviously with the whole Daniel Jones situation, you really don't know. I've been seeing a lot of training camp footage of him overthrowing fucking like screen passes. Like it's kind of nuts out there. So
yeah,
but
hey, I feel you.
But who's the Giants backup quarterback? What's Drew Lock? They got Drew Lock.
Was it DeVito?
They got Drew Lock. Well, I think DeVito's still on the team, but I think Drew Lock is their number 2. If Drew Lock, I think eventually Drew Lock is going to be their starting quarterback. I really do believe that. I think give it by week 4, week 5, I really can see that. And if it's Drew Lock, I think Drew Lock has the arm to get it to Malik Neighbors, especially downfield for sure.
Hey, Ricky Parasol might be good too, man. I've heard some good stuff out of him at a training camp for the Niners, so we'll see how that goes too.
Hey, Florida Gator, baby, you know what I'm saying? Gator boys, baby.
I know.
You know what I mean? You already know stuff.
I know. I've been hearing stuff.
You know, he a Mizzou Tiger fan though. They got a dude. I saw what's his name? That boy nice. That boy cold. He cold, bro. He gonna be a nice one coming because he'll come out next year, right? He come out next year.
Theo Reese is nice too, though.
He gonna be cold. I'm excited for Florida season. I'm very curious. I'm not really a Graham Mertz fan, but we'll see. What about your list, man? Go ahead, give us your list. I know you had some technical difficulties.
Tyreek Hill, self-explanatory. St. Brown, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Debo Samuel, Puka Nakua, Jalen Waddle, and Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
And then my honorable
I feel
mention.
it. I feel it.
Then my honorable mentions is Cooper Kupp and Brandon Ayuk. And then my sleepers, you know, I had to roll with some Chiefs, man. Hollywood Brown.
Oh my God.
Hollywood Brown, man. Put him on your flex, man. Xavier Worthy too. And Tank Dell and DJ Moore.
You didn't say Rasheed Rice at all? That's crazy. I would have him more than.
I was thinking Rasheed Rice, yeah.
Because I don't know what his situation is still.
Yeah, homie better get. But see, that's crazy. I ain't heard not one thing about him being suspended at all. Like, what happened to that shit? Like, why is it so quiet over with the Chiefs over there?
Well, the thing is that the case, most of the times the NFL like to wait till the case is over, and the case he's not set to do an arraignment until December.
Oh, your homie, he's straight. He ain't gonna see any suspension time until next year then.
If that. Roger Goodell is a funny motherfucker, man. He pick and chooses when he want to do some shit.
Because you know he ain't suspending them for the playoffs. He ain't gonna touch the playoffs. It'll be next year. Shit. Oh, he's straight then. Oh, this is another situation how the NFL supports this goddamn team.
Yeah. They gonna wait till like week 8 when we play you motherfuckers and be like, yep, he's suspended.
Nah, let him play because I want to beat y'all asses with y'all healthy. I want a healthy Mahomes. I want a healthy Kelsey. I want a healthy.
Right. We just play. We just like I said, we're just gonna be playing San Francisco. We got a built-in excuse.
We play the Rams the week before. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear shit. I don't hear nothing. Yo, see, you trying to cap already, bro. See, man. See, he's starting already, bro. He making excuses already. No, he not. No, he not.
She's by 2.
Hey, every joke has a truth to it. You know what I'm saying?
She's by two scores.
Hey, should we put Kadarius Toney in our flex or not?
No, he got hurt today.
Let him know.
He got hurt today.
He got hurt already?
Oh, he got hurt today.
Oh, man.
Ankle injury. He was actually doing
joking,
I thought it was his hands.
You dead ass? You dead ass?
No. Even Andy Reid at the press conference said he had made a catch. He walked over to him and said something to him. He didn't even know he was hurt at the time. He's like,
no way. Are you? Wow.
God.
They got an ankle injury. They said it's not serious. They said it's not serious.
Got more of that last spot. I know he kind of on the man fences, but go ahead, give him.
Even though Scott been playing he been doing pretty good since the pads came on, but I don't know, man. It might be Nico Remigio's job to lose.
I hear you. Hey, yeah, Morgan, you going to any games this year, man? You got any?
I don't know. I might have to look at the schedule with the Raiders and see what's up. I haven't been to Allegiant yet, so I got to go to more football games. I usually go to NBA games. So I got to make some more time for football this year.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we went to Chiefs and Raiders last year.
We went to Chiefs Raiders last year.
Dope.
That was fun. I'm trying to figure out what games I want to go to. I was debating on doing the Raiders New Orleans game because that's going to be the week of Halloween. So I was debating on that one. As far as like any of the ones out here, like obviously the Chiefs game, I kind of want to go to the Steelers, but them ticket prices are ridiculous. I cannot pay $600 for nosebleeds for that game. I can't do it.
Did you see the thing with the Steelers quarterbacks, Russell Wilson and what's his name? Justin
Fields.
Yeah, they got in a fight at practice. Yeah.
Them two got in a fight?
I don't know if you saw that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
At practice.
Wow.
Nah, ain't no way, bro. For real? Oh man, I gotta see the video of that.
I saw it on Twitter. I don't want to disrupt the flow, but yeah, it's pretty funny.
I saw the Steelers had a fight. I didn't know who it was though.
What they fighting about? Mm-hmm. Who gonna start?
Oh, maybe he could have been a troll. Maybe he could have been a troll.
He probably went into Sierra's DMs or something. Sorry, 1-2 stepping on.
Maybe it's a troll. I gotta look that up. I gotta see if it's a troll or not.
Because you would think that would have been a big story. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields get into it. They made a big deal out of Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers getting into it.
I saw that.
What do you make of that? What do you make of the? Do you think it's anything, or do you think
it's just quarterback wide receivers? Wide receivers, man. You know, I was open. That's probably what he said.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers like, look, bro, I couldn't see you.
He's probably cussing him out because he didn't show up to all season mini camps.
No. Aaron Rodgers like, look, bro.
Nah, they didn't get in a fight. That was fake news on my end.
No, it's all good. We drop fake news all the time.
All the time, brother. we say it proudly too.
Right? I gotta fact check myself real time.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. I know there was a fight. I just didn't know who was there.
I know George Pickens was cussing out the wide receiver coach.
Oh man, come on, man. You know that's fucking clockwork. You like George Pickens arguing with somebody is like, we know the sun's coming up the next day. Like that's just a guarantee.
Yeah.
So how many wins you guys gonna get this year, Morgan?
I'll go with the good 11 or 12. Sounds good.
I ain't mad at that.
I think we're gonna be right there.
Who's your biggest threat in the NFC?
It ain't the Cowboys, because you always get them in the playoffs. I guess maybe the Eagles. We'll see how they come back this year. Other than that, like nobody's really scared us I ain't worried about the Packers. I'm not worried about the Cowboys.
What about Detroit?
Our division's weak.
What about Detroit? They gave y'all a scare last year.
Well, I guess we'll see how their defense is. I think our defense is going to be a lot better than it was last year. We really underperformed last year on the defensive end. Mm-hmm. So I think Detroit's cool, but I don't really believe in the quarterback. Jared Goff, I don't know.
I'm curious to know if y'all going to get Greenlaw back this year. I'm really curious about that. I wonder if he has any coming back next year.
Man, you just brought up memories, bro.
Yeah, Greenlaw.
Yeah, he was running. He about jumping up in his man.
Yeah, that shit was a freak. See, that was a freak action.
I just remember they showing the Kyle Shanahan like, did Greenlaw just get hurt?
I didn't know what happened. I was watching the game. I was like, he got hurt? Like, and then they showed the replay. I was like, oh yeah, that ain't good.
That was our spy on Mahomes, man. That was what really changed the tide for me. That game, I was like, no, that was our dude.
I agree. I think once Greenlaw got hurt, I think that's kind of when it kind of just got to ride a little bit.
Yeah,
that's when Travis Kelce started going off.
Yeah, that's when Travis Kelce started going off. Was when Greenlaw got hurt.
Hey, is he gonna fall off this year? Is Travis Kelce gonna fall off this year? You think?
Yes.
No, I think he might.
No, because I think. Listen to me. No, I don't. Because they added more speed on the team, and they added a tight end on this team. Watch out for Jared Wiley, baby. That's another tight end. When we talk about tight ends, I'm talking about him on the fantasy. But anyway, I think they added enough in there to reserve Travis Kelce. But they don't have to rely on him. Last year we had to rely on him. Like he was the offense. Yeah. Him and Rasheed Rice was the offensive protector.
So it's like Tim Duncan.
Yeah. If those two didn't go off last year, it was a wrap.
Yeah, so he's like Tim Duncan. I get it. Like Greg Popovich to kind of hold him. I get okay.
Low management. He gonna He gonna run two plays. And you gonna see him go to the sideline. Where's Wiley at? Get your ass in there, boy. You young.
It's over for Kelce, bro. It's over.
It's over. You gonna find out.
You see my face. I'm not really stressing. I'm not stressing.
You should be.
He did say his body was really beat up. I remember I saw that quote.
He got hurt in the beginning of the season with the lower injury. He never really fully officially healed from that. And then he twisted his damn ankle. I thought he had tore his Achilles ACL in that Minnesota game. I thought he was over. Yeah. When he went down, I was like, oh, shit, it's over.
Look, I'm not gonna wish injury on my man. I just think he's a little older. I don't think he can play. I just don't think he consistently can keep up what he used to be able to do. I don't think he'll be by the end of this year. He will not be the best tight end in the league anymore. I don't think. I think he'll probably be. I don't think he is now. I think it's Sam Laporta for me. I think Sam Laporta is probably the best tight end.
I think he'll still be top 5. I agree with you. I don't think he's gonna
right now. Yeah, 13, I think he'll still
14.
Be top 5.
I don't think he's gonna be putting up 1,100 yards. But if
I don't.
A little bit over 1,000. I'm not mad.
Maybe I could see him getting around like 9. I think he'll get 9. Brock Bowers is coming for that number 1 spot. My man Brock, he's coming for the number 1 spot. Brock Bowers is easily gonna be the best tight end, bro. What are we talking about?
You are so happy you got him. Not
still absolutely. Do you think I expected him to drop?
To me, I still think y'all should have got Dallas Turner.
I was surprised. I was like, that's like when the Lakers got Dalton Connect. I was shocked he was still available. I was shocked.
You should have got Dallas Turner. That's what y'all should have got.
Dallas Turner. I'm good. Our defense is we straight, bro, on the defense.
Terance Arnold. That's what.
Come see me on that defense, bro. Let's see what y'all got against our squad, bro. I'm ready. We coming.
Don't worry about you.
Pause. We coming. Pause.
We run past you. Hey, Morgan, we'll see y'all in the Super Bowl again.
Oh my god, bro. No one wants to watch that shit, bro. No one wants to watch that shit.
Hey, keep Taylor at home, bro.
If I see the Chiefs and Niners in the fucking Super Bowl again,
you watching it?
Nah, I'm gonna go to a movie that day, bro.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, but I'm not gonna pay attention to that motherfucker. I'm gonna be getting drunk as fuck.
I'm gonna be on my phone.
Shit, I know there's gotta be some fucking. I watched the Puppy Super Bowl before I watched that shit.
Watch it on Nickelodeon with SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh, that'd be terrible, bro. I ain't trying to hear SpongeBob, man. That's my
Gets flying.
It was kind of cringe when they scored that last touchdown and all that slime and all of it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Nah, that shit was nuts.
That shit to the kids.
Nah, that shit was nuts.
Dan Snyder back.
Huh?
I said, is Dan Snyder back?
Oh yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. That's a sensitive topic right there, bro. We can't go there.
It is. He ruined Nickelodeon. All right, fellas. Anything else?
Man, what's your thoughts on Team USA, man? I don't know if you got to catch the game. What's your thoughts on the whole team? Think they win a gold, Morgan?
Man, if they don't, it's depressing. They gotta win gold with LeBron playing like he is, Durant, Curry. I don't know what Steve Kerr's doing with his lineups. I'll get Booker out of there. I wouldn't be starting Devin Booker. I'm glad Embiid didn't play any minutes. I know he's been kind of like not the best fit. They better win gold, man. Or
So who you got winning the NBA championship next year? Who are your favorites?
Hey, Oklahoma's about to be tough. I think Oklahoma's going to be really tough. They got to give Boston their flowers. They're going to be right there. I don't know if I believe in the Mavs. I don't know. I think the Thunder and the Celtics are probably my two favorites right now.
For sure. You got anything you want to kind of promote, man? Anything before we head out?
Now, if you wanted to stay in tune with what's going on, what I'm doing is I'll just say follow Mac Agency at Mac Agency LV is the Instagram that I do a lot of the work on, do all the content, see what our DJs are doing. I got my photo Instagram in the bio at Technicolor_LV. Nothing really to promote. I just want y'all to keep growing, doing well, support the Cris Mall podcast. Other than that, I'm good.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming on and giving us your knowledge, man, and giving us your time, brother. We appreciate you.
Always welcome to come back. So too.
Hey, I have fun, man. I might have to do that, man. I enjoyed chopping it up with y'all. And
matter of fact, if you can, I know you're a busy man, but on August 12th is our 100th episode. If you can make it, come on through.
Hey, man, let me look at the calendar, but if I'm able to make it, bro, I will definitely, man. Gotta celebrate that milestone with y'all. Happy for y'all. I'm glad it's made this far. Remember Jamal was talking about doing a podcast for the longest time. Now we 100 episodes in. Happy to see it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, you know what's funny, Jamal? August 12th, I'm at Alibi that night.
You will be at Alibi.
I'm at Alibi that night. Somebody got to be there.
Oh, for sure, man. We'll try to definitely get you back on, man. One of these days, man. Maybe during the season, man, we can do like a little mid conversation on how your Niners are doing or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess it depends on how we doing, but yeah, for sure.
I ain't mad, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate y'all for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's give a shout out to sponsor Glitch Energy Drink.
And shout out to Glitch. You know, they've been rocking with us for a minute. Glitch Energy Drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, and grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy Drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy Drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code ChrisStyleMall to get 10% off your purchases and start enjoying these great drinks, man. So shout out to Glitch, man.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Glitch Energy. Whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast, the Cris Mall podcast is available, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on. Cris Mall is there. Follow us. Listen to our episodes from the recent to the past ones. Also, if you're first time watch on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the live with us. You can talk about these topics with us because we want you guys to be a part of this show just as much as we are. We want to interact with you guys in the comment section. So, man, come in, join in the live, man. It's always welcome. So subscribe to the channel, man. And you can peep us on Facebook. You know, sometimes on Instagram, I couldn't get the Instagram going today, but Instagram for sure and Twitter. So go ahead and follow us. Sometimes Twitch too. So whatever social media platform you use, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitch, whatever you use to do your social media on. Cris Mall podcast is on there. Follow us. We will follow you back. We're just some regular guys who like to watch sports, listen to music, movies, all kinds of stuff, and other topics. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, you want to talk about some other topics too. If you got a question, a topic, we got feedback and critiques too. But if you got a question or a topic, hit us up. If we like the question or topic, sports based or music or movies or whatever, we will bring it up on the show. We'll shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DMs, email, or you can hit us up on the mentions and we will get back to you as soon as we see the question. So go ahead and hit us up, man. All right, good people. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all evening, night. I know it's late. Probably a lot of y'all sleep. When y'all watch this on the playback, hope you had a good rest of y'all night. And until Monday, we out. Oh,